Hey guys, welcome back. Okay, so I went and did something kind of stupid, maybe. I bought something that I probably shouldn't have. It's not like I don't have enough projects already or anything, but I decided to get a guitar kit. This is by StewMac. It's a StewMac LP, means Les Paul style guitar kit. I have not opened this yet, so this is going to be the unboxing video. And as I build it, hopefully it won't take me too long, but you know how my projects go. I'm going to document the steps and go from there. So without further ado, let's crack this thing open. I have not looked at this yet, so let's hope everything is intact. Basically, this came up. Is there anything else I'm missing? One here. The whole reason I even saw this was because of a random ad on freaking Instagram, and I was like, oh, guitar kit. It's just popped up, and then I randomly was like, you know, I should look at this because I was really curious as to like how they're built. A long time ago, I considered doing one of these kits, not necessarily from this company, but just a guitar kit. Figured it'd be fun to put one together. Years ago, I thought maybe I'll do like a Stratocaster or something. And when I saw this, I was curious as to how the neck was put on, because a lot of kind of like Les Paul copies have bolt-on necks, and I wanted to see if this was a glue-in neck. It was just curiosity, and I went and looked at it, and this thing was like surprisingly cheap for what it was. I'm gone. Okay, I'm back. All right, let's see here. Try to not get everything over. I'm in like a pile of Star Wars stuff around me. And after looking at it, I was like, oh, that looks pretty nice. Like, the materials seem good. I'm going to go look into it. And I went online and looked at some people that built them, and I heard them play, and they sounded really good. And I have a lot of guitars. When I finish this one, that means I'll have 14 guitars here at the house, and I think I'll have owned close to 20 by this point after this. But I've always wanted a Les Paul. I would love to have a real Les Paul, maybe one day. I don't play enough music right now to justify buying an expensive guitar like that, but I figured this could be a good kind of substitute. So, all right, let's go to the first layers here. All right, one layer of foam. I'm going to have to put all this back when I'm done. Don't knock everything down. We'll see here if I break stuff. 2 important updates, instructions. Okay, so it's got some instructions, more instructions. Apparently these are really good instructions. I have not gone through them myself, so we'll go through these when it's time to build it. Get this out of the way. I'm really curious about the parts. So it's got the bag with, can't believe I'm opening this right now. Mystery stuff. Sounds like, what is this? Maybe a pick guard or something? I'll come back and check these out. Oh, it comes with strings. Interesting. One pickup. Another pickup. Let's open these and see how they look. Is it a pickup? No, this is not. This is the bridge. Yep. Lots of hardware here. It's nicely packaged. I don't know the quality of everything, but we'll find out. I'm sure the pickups are actually in this box. So a little box here. Are these the pickups? These are the tuners. So a bunch of tuners. It's all the stuff. Now, I'm sure that eventually, if I like this guitar, I'll end up upgrading pieces. Probably pickups first, and then from there I may change some things out. But what everybody wants to see are the neck, which feels nice. It's got nice, small, little low frets, very Les Paul style frets. Got binding. Now the neck is maple. The wood is not rosewood. It's some other kind of wood. And the neck actually feels really nice. Completely unpainted. They give you a sort of a Gibson-esque headstock without a little notch. And it's a glue-in neck. No bolts or anything. So that's pretty cool. I'll set that back in here. gotta say the packaging is done well. It feels like they cared about what they're doing, so that's good. I'm not sponsored by these people or anything, so everything I'm saying that's positive is, oh, this is proper. This is I was really curious because you don't feel what these feel like in hand, obviously, when you see videos online. Now, the weight of this body is really nice. It feels like a legit Les Paul weight. It's nice and heavy, which I like. It's got like a little fingerprint right here. Feels good. It's got some nice binding. Let me see here. Now, it doesn't have quite the same amount of horn. The Les Paul's got a little bit sharper horn here, but the overall body shape is just about dead on. Smells fresh and nice. The panels they picked for the wood, the top, I don't know if this is going to show up in camera. Try not to knock everything down here. Ugh. Let's close this. The actual wood grain, I can't really get it. It's pretty hard to see in camera, but I can see it in person, and it's really, really nice. It's really nice. So the grain is on this is pretty similar to how my Dean guitar is. I'm going to pull that out here in a second so we can look. And I think this is going to be probably one of the hardest parts for me is figuring out how I'm going to finish this guitar, what the look is going to be. I love some of the really traditional kind of guitar styles, you know, the old school Gibson and Les Paul stains and so forth look really beautiful, but it's me, so I'm probably going to do something weird, like maybe like a gray top with like a blue back or something, like something different. I'm going to try to do something a little bit weird that stands out, but I don't know yet. I still might go with something traditional. But yeah, really, really excited to open this. This feels, the weight is very, very good. So I was concerned. I'm like, I hope it doesn't feel chintzy. This feels substantial, which I really like. So put that back in here, and we'll talk a little bit about potential finishes. I have a couple of my other guitars out here that we can look at. And I'll set this to the side for a second. So there's the basics, like you see in the photo on their brochure, it's just kind of like a reddish stain, nice looking finish. I could do something like that. Like, I got a couple guitars here. Most of my guitars are like metal guitars. I've got Jackson and 3 Ibanez and Washburn, a whole bunch of guitars that are all painted. They're just solid paint colors, whatever. And then I've got a few that are more natural finishes with stains and so forth, which we'll look at here. And I used to have a Les Paul copy that I loved, made by a company called Electra. And the whole guitar was maple, full maple. The neck was maple, but it was a Les Paul copy, so it felt like Les Paul. It was heavy, sounded beautiful, all maple. Loved it. And I don't have that guitar anymore. I didn't sell it, but it was sold. It's a whole long story I could get into another video. But I do have, the one real Gibson I have is this SG, which I don't play very often. I love this guitar, but it doesn't suit a lot of the stuff I play, so I don't use it often. But it's really old. It's got a nice, just, you know, this kind of reddish finish. You can see the wood through there. It's beautiful. And it's simple though. It's simple, but really nice. And then next up, we have my Hagstrom, which is also beautiful guitar. This is like if I played jazz, this would be a fantastic jazz guitar. It's got the weight like a Les Paul, really heavy, beautifully built. And this one is, you know, it's got a stain, the wood grain's real pretty. It runs the length of the guitar. It's really nice. And I like this kind of look. But again, I want to do something a little more wild. So you see the back is, you know, 2-piece split. Real pretty guitar. And I like how the binding's done. I definitely wanted to show off the binding on the guitar. that guitar I was talking about before that I don't have anymore, it was all maple, had black binding up and down. It was a light, beautiful guitar. And this one is my Dean, and this has this really pretty blue finish here, which I really like. And this one, the clear on this isn't like an old school guitar lacquer like my other guitars. This is a much newer guitar, so the finish is kind of like an automotive 2K finish, which is probably what I'm going to do on the new guitar. It's just so sturdy. This guitar has been used a lot, and the finish still looks really nice. It's a little dirty right now, but I mean, the actual surface of the guitar has held up surprisingly well. I've done, I mean, like tons of shows and stuff with this. On the back, there's some marks from, you can see marks from like my belt buckles and stuff, but that's pretty normal. But even there, it hasn't dug through into the wood or anything. And I used to always wear like these big gnarly belt buckles, and it held up well. So I'll probably end up doing a new one kind of like this style clear coat. Don't know what colors yet. Anyway, I would love to hear suggestions on what you guys think. This one actually too, unless the back is maybe slightly darker, I don't know. But I kind of want to do a two-tone thing where the front and the back are different colors. And a lot of guitars, they'll do the back darker and the front lighter. I almost want to reverse that. I want to kind of keep the, let's look at this again. I'm going to take this body out. I'm going to put these other guitars out of the way, so I hope they don't drop them and damage them. Because that would be sad. All right, let's look at this one more time. All right, so the back of the body is mahogany, and the front is maple. So the front is already lighter, you know, automatically. But if I can keep this color not much darker than this and do something dark and grainy with the front, I think that would be good. But anyway, I'm excited to build this. Hopefully it doesn't take me too long to get into it. Overall, really impressed with the kit. Let me see the neck here. I'm not going to force this or anything, but all the reviews I've seen online said that the neck is very, very fitted, and that it's you don't need to do very much. Yeah, it's snug. It's definitely snug. I'm not gonna force this in here right now, or I end up getting it stuck. Let's see here. Yeah, now I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I like it. I like it. The neck is nice. It's got it feels like a Les Paul neck. It's real nice and round. It'll be glued in. But yeah, I'll stop rambling about this. I'm gonna start talking in circles even more. So just wanted to show this and see what you guys have suggestions as far as colors go. I'm really excited to build this up and start giving it a shot, see how it sounds. As long as all this stuff is good, any of the electronic can be replaced in the future. But yeah, I'm excited to build another guitar, because that's what I need, is another guitar and another project, because yeah, I don't have enough of those things going on right now. Let's see if I can get this out without damaging it. And I have. All right. Oh gosh. Okay guys, that's it. Got my StewMac LP-style Guitar Kit. Let's see where it leads us. All right, bye kids.